Hello! I want to give a review of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the Nintendo Switch 2. I have put, so many hours into this game, 75 hours or more. I have beaten the main story. I skipped some side content, just because I felt that it was tedious. But, overall, I think this is a great game to play, especially if you own the system. So, in terms of graphics, resolution, and stuff, in handheld mode, it can look just a bit blurry. If I remember correctly, I think it's being rendered at 360p and upscaled to either 720p or 1080p via DLSS. And, yeah, despite the blurriness, though, the game actually looks really nice still. Just because the art direction is nice and the environments are high polygon. Compared to like Breath of the Wild from the Wii U or Switch, environments are looking a lot more like rock faces and stuff look a lot more rocky. Though honestly, I think the one thing that it's kind of a blemish on this port is grass density. Well, mainly in the grasslands area, grass density isn't that impressive, especially compared to like the PC version. But like I said, I think despite the cutbacks and stuff, and despite the blur from the low resolution, I still think it's a beautiful game to play and an awesome game to behold while playing in a handheld mode on Switch 2. When you dock it, all the blur problems go away. It looks very sharp and crisp in docked mode. So if the resolution bothers you in handheld, this might be a game you want to keep docked. In terms of frame rate, most of the time the game runs pretty smooth. There's only one area where I experienced significant frame drops, and that was in Niflheim. I guess because of the sheer amount of NPCs in that area. But the rest of the game overall, like, you're not going to see many frame drops. It runs pretty steady most of the time. In terms of story and plot and stuff and gameplay, the gameplay is pretty simple to get into. The combat system also very easy to get into. What I don't like one thing I will complain about this game, I think in the story there are lots of sections of filler. There are tons of mini games, a lot of distractions from the main story, a lot of padding and stuff, and it can get very aggravating at times. But overall, I really enjoyed the story. The story is very good. They did a good job differentiating it enough from the original release and making it interesting to play. There's tons of awesome, sweet, wholesome character moments, especially with Barret. Barret is by far the best character in this game, honestly. I love him. Also Aerith. Aerith is great. Tifa, awesome. Every character has depth, and they have good qualities, bad qualities. They have weaknesses. They have faults. They're not perfect by any means. And yeah, I love that about them. I think having characters with flaws and imperfections makes good characters. In terms of value, when I bought this game, I think it was on discount, maybe for like $40 or $50 or something. I can't remember if Square Enix's sale is still going on or not, but I think it's worth the money. You'll get a lot of playtime out of this game. So yeah, it's very much worth it. I highly recommend it if you haven't played it yet. And if you haven't played this or Final Fantasy Integrate Remake on Switch 2, or any platform for that matter, I highly recommend playing both. Because despite there being some flaws like the padding and stuff, I think overall it's still a good game to play. Especially if you're an action combat RPG fan. Like, yeah, no questions asked, definitely get the game. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say for this video. I appreciate you watching, And yeah, let me know your opinion on the game in the comments section. Anyway, peace.